allies. Friends and I allies.
What's going on, YouTube? Alright, I want to make an update. You guys probably already know what this is about. If you saw my last video talking about my luckiest day. Okay, I pretty much deleted the other video, but if you didn't see the other video on my luckiest day, basically what happened was I bought a Sega Saturn game on eBay, 15 bucks. I got the package. Turned out it wasn't the right game, and it ended up being a more rare and a hell of a lot more expensive game. I messaged the person telling them that they gave me the wrong game, expecting them to want me to send it back to them and they could send me the right game. It turns out the guy said I could keep the rare expensive game, and then that they will also send me the original game that I originally purchased for free. So I was able to keep Dragon Force for free. That's what he said. But when we had messaged each other, you know, he had told me, hey, you know, of course you can keep the game. I'll send you the other game for free, of course, whatever. And I told him, hey, man, are you sure? If there's anything that changes, let me know. You know, I truly appreciate it. He's like, yeah, man, of course, no problem. That was 2 days ago. That was before I even uploaded the other video. Yesterday afternoon, I get a message from him, and when I clicked on it, it was a big paragraph, and I was like, oh gosh, he totally wants this game back. Turns out he did want it back. But this is what he said. He said, hey man, I really did not want to send this message, but when I told my wife about the deal we made, she freaked out, because supposedly, I'm guessing, I thought I was talking with a girl, because the screen name's a woman's name, and supposedly I was talking to her husband. Her husband's the one that's selling stuff, and he's a newbie, and I'm guessing these are her games. I don't know, but he was telling me that she flipped, and he felt real sorry. He's like, I understand, I told you could keep the game, and I know that, you know, when I say something, it should be binding, but, you know, that game isn't for sale. If there's any chance you could send it back, you know, of course I'd pay for shipping. And then he said, look, I will exchange this Dragon Force for any of these 5 games. He listed 5 games. He said, you can either have 4 Sega Saturn games. He said, you can either have Street Fighter Alpha 2, Tomb Raider, Shining Wisdom, or Albert Odyssey. Or he has a sealed copy of Paper Mario for the Wii. He said he can exchange one of those games for this one, and he'll also send me Night Warriors for free. So he, you know, either, you know, I could pick one of those 5 games in Night Warriors, as long as I send him this back. Now, of course, you know, I was like, oh, you know, I was trying to see, oh, which one's the rarest one, right? I'll obviously, maybe like Albert Odyssey, you know, but again, it's RPG. But you know what? I thought to myself, is it really right for me to be like, yeah, dude, let me get let me get Albert Odyssey for the Sega Saturn, and I'll send it back to you. I'll send you Dragon Force. Now, honestly, you know, for like the first 5 seconds, I was gonna pick the game, but this is exactly what I told him. I was like, look, man, I totally understand. You know, it was a shock that you said I could keep it in the first place, but as I asked you to tell me if anything changes, and the only thing I ask is that you send me Night Warriors, of course, and that you send me the shipping money first. That's it. You don't have to replace this game. Now, a lot of you guys are probably thinking, you fucking idiot. Like, you know, he's willing to give you another rare game. But you know what, man? I wouldn't feel right taking another man's game when honestly, I don't even deserve it. I didn't even pay for it. And he really shouldn't even be giving me that other game simply because he messed up. You know, it's not an inconvenience for me to go ship this back out. I'm going to the post office anyway. I just sold some snapbacks. So, you know what I mean? And, yo, the guy was so grateful. He was like, look, He sent me the PayPal money. He was like, "Look, man, you just completely saved me from, saved me from my wife, and he'll save me from being a seller on eBay, man. Like, honestly, he's like, look, he's like, he even said something about like the couch really isn't like the couch isn't that warm anymore right now, man. It's like, I'm not married, but I could totally see, a wife getting on this guy, and but yeah, man. I mean, what's it to me like not taking another man's game? Like, I don't feel that's right, I try to be honest, and it's not an inconvenience for me to ship this back out. I didn't want to take another man's game. Honestly, he'd be losing sales from sending me the other game. I didn't want to do that to the guy. He made a mistake, and I'm glad he sent it to me because I know there's a lot of shitheads out there that probably wouldn't do what I'm doing, but whatever. I have plenty of video games. It's not worth it to do that. So I'm gonna send this back out to him. And just that's it, man. That's the update. Maybe it's not my luckiest day, but it's his luckiest day because any other person probably wouldn't have done the same shit. But just going back to being honest, man. At the end of the day, like I say, honesty is the best policy. It's what I live by. I could have easily taken the other games, but actually, now that I think about it, man, I'm gonna show you something. It's not personal or anything, but it's something that I don't know, man. I kind of keep in my wallet. But let me get this really quick. So, my last semester, this past semester at school, my last business class, my professor, he pretty much is saying his last lesson, teaching us, right? And he's teaching us about ethics and business ethics. And, in today's age, there's a lot of shady stuff going down. A lot of people like to cheat their way, cut corners, just to get ahead, being dishonest, being liars. But my business teacher taught us about always staying true to yourself. Like, always being honest, always having that integrity. Because no matter what, as long as you are trustworthy, truthful, and honest, you will be successful. And I totally believe that. So I keep this in my wallet because he told us, like, so he gave us like this little thing, right? It's actually a little paper with like my school name, and then it has like a little quote with a quarter. And he said to keep it in the wallet to always remind us to always be honest. I know it's kind of corny, but basically the quarter symbolizes that no money in this world is worth lying, cheating, and trying to get ahead. It's not worth it. No money in this world. Like, not being true to yourself, not being honest, and, trying to, step on other people just to get ahead, or lying just to get money, profit or whatever, it's not worth it. So, the little quote pretty much talks about how, like, in these days, dark days, where there's a lot of dishonest people, we should always stay true. I don't know, that's just something I want to throw out there, so. I know a lot of people might be watching this, but a lot of you probably don't give a shit. You probably, all I say is just to do the right thing. I'm not saying that picking one of the games wasn't a bad thing to do, because he offered it, but, do the right thing, what you think is right. What you feel is right. If you felt like getting asking for Street Fighter 2 or Albert Odyssey was correct, that's fine, man. But all I say is just to be honest, and it'll come back to you. I truly believe it. I know people back in the day, high school, that were just straight liars. They ain't shit today. You know why? Because of the mistakes, and for them always fucking shitting on people. They ain't shit today. I think I'm in a good situation in my life, and the reason why is because of the decisions I made in my life, being honest with people. It always came back to me. So that's it, guys. Once again, I thank you for watching. I will give back this game. It's not any sweat off my back. It's an RPG anyway. So, all right, guys. Once again, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and enjoy watching crazy men dancing. Peace.